Alright, you ready to talk about some shit?
Yes! Yes!
Alright, this is definitely the first time we've done this and not the second. Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Talking Shit. I'm here with Joe.
Hey.
And an esteemed guest, as he's asked me to fucking call him, Chris.
Yes, hello everyone.
Yeah, he's not interesting. So this week... You're welcome,
Cheers,
man.
bro.
So this week we are doing a what did I call it? Oh, I called it a Marvel movie palooza. That is genuinely what I labeled the file. We're going to be doing a showdown of the Marvel movies. We're going to put them in an elimination tournament, and the three of us are going to vote on which ones get eliminated in each round, and it will leave us with the top 3 Marvel movies. That's right, there's a losers bracket too, so we can these are definitively the top 3 Marvel movies of all time. Don't ask anyone else. It's us. We're the official ones.
Losers bracket.
Yeah, so like there'll be like a third and...
Oh, but no one cares about that.
Yeah, I know no one cared, but still we did it, so fuck you.
Hey, the viewers might care.
Exactly. Yes, the viewers. I mean, it's listeners, but we appreciate it, Chris. Well done.
I was going to say we could also do the worst one, but I think it's probably obvious.
Yeah, well, it's Captain Marvel. I mean, what? So yes.
I don't think it is.
I thought you were going to just say
Thor: The Dark World.
I thought that was the universal.
Universally worst.
Everyone hates it. And, yeah.
I don't actually know which is probably the most hated one. Maybe Iron Man 2?
Yeah, I feel like Iron Man 2, Thor 2.
Oh, probably the Incredible Hulk. We forgot about that.
Yeah.
It probably is that. We're already getting sidetracked. This is great. So yeah, I guess we should jump right in. We should say the brackets are a bit awkward because there's 23 Marvel movies. So just stick with us. We'll explain what's going on. It'll be fine. So, shall we start with the first 2 films?
Yes, let's get into it.
That is the answer I was hoping for. Alright, so up first we have Captain America Civil War versus Thor: The Dark World. I don't think there's much discussion here, is there?
No,
Yeah, Civil War.
I don't
every
care.
day of the week.
I mean, we have to say something. I mean, look. I had an okay time seeing Thor: The Dark World. It's
I don't
fine.
think it deserves like all the negativity it gets, but Civil War's
definitely.
good.
Is that just because of Chris
not.
Hemsworth?
What, the film being good or bad?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I mean,
his luscious locks.
I'd say probably more like Tom Hiddleston as well. They didn't dye his eyebrows in this one, so it's a bit better than the first. Have you seen the first one where they dye his eyebrows blonde?
Yeah.
It's really fucking weird. Look up a picture of that now, Joe. You're gonna freak out. So yeah, I mean, and I will say with Thor: The Dark World, there's this funny thing that made it kind of better for me the first time I saw it, where I wasn't paying attention in the cinema for some reason, so I missed the reveal that Loki was still alive halfway through. So when he showed up at the end, my mind was blown. Like I was like, "What?" And then Brad actually, my mate Brad, he said to me afterwards, he went, they fucking showed that, right? And I was like, God damn it. So then it became worse. Whereas on the other hand, Captain America Civil War, mwah, French kiss, beautiful.
So I've just brought this up at Thor: The Dark World that Christopher Eccleston was in it.
Yeah, he was
Who
the
did he
Dark
play?
Elf. He was Malekith, is that the name?
Oh, yeah.
The
Sorry,
main villain.
Yeah. I couldn't tell the by looking at him.
The guy that just kind of says like, he doesn't really say much.
No, they do a really good job of like introducing them. I think like the first scene, like
the...
but then after that, it just goes to shit.
It's like a really cool flashback, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
I think yeah. But yeah, so on the other hand, Civil War, as I was saying, I mean, go on, talk about it. I know you love it.
Yeah, well, I'm a big fan of the whole Captain America line, even the first one, which most people aren't.
Yeah, we'll probably get to when me and Joe brutally eliminate it.
It came out not long after Age of Ultron, didn't it?
The first Captain America?
No, Civil War.
Oh, Civil War. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was thinking like
it was It was the very next film, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because nobody really liked Age of Ultron that much, but then Civil War's basically a better Avengers film that came out shortly
I remember,
after.
yeah, the Honest Movies trailer, I think called it like Avengers 2.5 or some shit, which is kind of accurate. And by the way, just so nobody shouts at me at any point, I know Ant-Man came out after Age of Ultron. Like, I've just remembered, okay? Shut up. But yeah, no, I think Civil War is by far the better film. Joe, anything you want to say before we kick Thor the Dark World to the curb?
The grand fight scene alone carries it over Dark World. That's all I have
Like
to say.
airplane fight, airport.
Yeah, when they charge at each other.
Yeah, it's great. The introduction of new Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
So, yep, I think that's all we're gonna have to say. So, sorry, Thor the Dark World, you're gone. For anyone that wondering what we're doing, we have actually an image of the bracket on a shared screen, so I'm just illustrating what's gone forward. And I've had to change from a red pen that means bad from a green pen that means good. So the next
Bad.
Thor bad, Civil War good. So the next one, Chris, do you want to say what it is?
Okay, so the Incredible Hulk against the first Avengers.
I mean,
Another easy one.
yeah, thank God it is, because I've been speaking to Joe in the week leading up to this about what we were doing, and we didn't get into an argument per se because we're a beautiful couple who never argues, but we were in disagreement. I really love the first Avengers. I know, Joe, you have a different opinion, don't you?
Oh, well, I mean, I still like it. I remember in 2012 when I watched it, it was so amazing at the time. But my view is just that it's aged poorly.
Yeah, no,
and that,
I'm of the
and
same
that basically
opinion.
takes it down a few notches. And Dan says he
I love how
thinks-
cheesy it is.
Yeah, like he can see that it's kind of tacky and cheesy.
Oh, it's definitely really
but,
cheesy,
like,
but I
that's why
love that.
don't. That's why I don't really like it.
That's why I
And it
kind of
hasn't
love
aged
it.
well. Also, I get so mad about this. Captain America's suit in
Outfit.
this.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so bad.
Yeah, all right,
Like-
it's bad, okay.
It's,
Right.
it's terrible. It
Right.
looks so like. I
Okay,
can't
but hang
even
on,
describe it.
hang on. Split a deal with me here. Once the helmet comes off, it's slightly less bad. It's still bad, but it's slightly less bad.
Is that because you can gaze into Chris Evans' eyes?
It's always because I can gaze into Chris Evans' eyes. No matter what the question is in my life, it is because I can gaze into Chris Evans' eyes.
It just the helmet, taking the helmet off does make it better.
It does,
But
yeah.
it's because the helmet looks like it's just rubber. which I
Yeah,
guess,
oh yeah.
Sure,
And it's got like these really shitty like wings, like kind of painted on the side, but they're tiny, and it's just dumb.
yeah.
We're talking about his suit way too much.
Yeah, but overall, my thoughts on the first Avengers is that there's a lot of good moments, but in retrospect, there's a lot of like moments which just don't work.
Yeah, I can.
like-
Yeah, I think it has kind of a weird, like, leading up to the third act, which I think we can all agree is amazing. Like, there are some ups and downs where it kind of feels really cheesy and kind of. There's a few like boring, dull moments where the Avengers are just bickering, and it's like, all right, come on, guys, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I'm sure we'll talk about it more when I'm trying to defend it in the next bracket. But yeah, anyway, I don't know if there's much more to say about the. Sorry, we haven't said anything about the Incredible Hulk, and I think that's the point. It's so shit.
Yeah, I mean, if we're on about visuals, like
Oh god,
CGI.
it's
The
you were talking about
Incredible Hulk.
like how the Avengers had aged. I think you meant more in tone than visuals, but the Incredible Hulk, he looks terrible now
Also
in that
to
film.
me, because it wasn't Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk, whenever I've been back and watched it again, it doesn't feel like an MCU movie.
Yeah, it's jarring, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really strange. Yeah, I really don't have much to say about it. Incredible Stan Lee cameo. Nothing much else good about it.
What was the cameo?
You remember like a bit of Bruce Banner's blood drops into like some energy drink that he's like making in Brazil at some factory where he's working, and Stan Lee drinks it and he's like, "Aye!" and then he dies. That's exactly what happened. But yeah, so I mean, unanimous. We're all voting for the Avengers, aren't we?
Yep.
All right, red line through the Incredible Hulk. Fuck you, you're done. Green pen. Ooh. All right, the Avengers goes forward. Nice. Joe, do you want to say the next one?
Ant-Man and the Wasp, which I have not watched, and Avengers: Infinity War.
This is another easy one, isn't it?
Yeah.
But this
Too
is
easy,
very
bud.
easy, but Ant-Man and the Wasp is actually alright.
It's okay.
Yeah. It's not the worst on here by a long way.
No way. Like, I had more of a fun time seeing it than I thought I would. Like, I think
I like the first Ant-Man though, like a fair bit.
it's okay. I prefer this one to the first one, actually, to be fair.
I think they're both like solid showings, but nothing great.
Yeah, I think the comedy works a lot better in the second Ant-Man, because in the first one it's kind of this weird mix of, I don't know how much Edgar Wright was in there, but like there's some Edgar Wright humor mixed with Peyton Reed humor that just doesn't really mesh well. Whereas in the second one it's all Peyton Reed, and there are some really funny jokes in it, to be fair. But I mean, it chose to go against, in my opinion, the best Marvel movie of all time. So
Yeah.
Yeah, there were Ant-Man and the Wasp was like right after Infinity War, wasn't it?
it was, yeah, because it was like, where was Ant-Man?
Ant-Man and his adventures.
Ant-Man was off with girlfriend, and she said, "Grrr! I hated how you helped in Civil War, and I wasn't there." And he went, "Sorry." And then at the end, they were like, "We're now girlfriend, boyfriend."
Yeah.
That's a summary for the film for you, Joe, because you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about Infinity War a lot more later down, because it's going to go really far.
Hold on. Infinity War is like, it's where the Hulk and Bruce Banner just gets absolutely beaten down by
Yeah,
Thanos,
that's at the
and
start,
like
yeah.
yeah.
You know
And then-
Infinity War, come on,
well,
man.
yeah, it's just like the start of it, isn't it? Because I kind
It's-
of lump
it's so
Infinity
good.
War and Endgame as like one, but
I think Infinity War is better than Endgame.
Yeah,
in my
I
opinion.
think Infinity War's much better.
Infinity
yeah,
War
yeah.
for me is the ultimate Marvel film. Like, I've said this a million times over, and I'll say it a million
Yes,
times again.
yes.
It is the ultimate slap something on film. You can put Infinity War on, and no matter how far through like somebody's watching it, if you walk into a room, you can just get into it. Like,
I think
It
you
just
could
keeps
also
going.
say that about Ragnarok and the Guardians.
agreed. Yes, definitely. I think they're yeah. Wow, there's no disagreement up top. I like it. We're gonna start shouting at each other later. Don't worry.
Yeah, the first round's obviously gonna go.
yeah. So
it's just the
oh.
ultimate culmination. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
In every in the whole of the MCU.
It's more so. I think Infinity War is what all the not first phase, but you know what I mean. Like all the Marvel movies before Infinity War are leading to Infinity War, and then it's like, and then Endgame is kind of the answer to Infinity War. But Infinity War was that thing. I think Infinity War was like that. It was one of the few films that's had some of the biggest hype in the entire history of film and fucking paid it off. Like I don't know anyone that doesn't like Infinity War. Like,
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah. If you hadn't watched like most of Marvel leading up to it, you'd be sitting there confused, I think.
Oh yeah, but like everyone's seen Marvel. Come on, man. All right, red line through Ant-Man and the Wasp. You're eliminated. Infinity War, you are going through to the next round. All right, so the next one. Again, this is fucking easy. Spider-Man: Far From Home versus Black Panther. I don't think any of us like Black Panther.
I think I do. I'm not
think-
going to say
I think it's
the
fine,
best,
but-
yeah.
Yeah. Far
I
from
don't
home
know.
still.
I
I just love Spider-Man, so you know.
Yeah, I don't think Black Panther's... Let me clarify this. I don't think it's a bad film. I think it's a bland film. Like, Killmonger's fucking awesome, but I don't give two shits about Black Panther. I do not care.
But the thing, I mean, I'm not a fan of MCU Spider-Man, for being honest.
Ooh,
But,
I think...
both films I've like not been a huge fan of. Like,
Hey,
Oh, they're
Chris,
so good.
they've been forgettable to me.
I'm half on your side here, Chris. We'll talk about it further when we do more of the Spider-Man stuff, but my kind of general thing is that I think Homecoming's good.
Yeah,
I
think Homecoming's better than Far From Home.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think
Oh,
I
nah.
watched Far From Home and I did actually have a good time, but it's one of those films that the more I thought about it afterwards, the more I was like, I don't like this. Like it just like I don't like how the whole plot is like there's a pair of glasses that like it's all like Tony Stark stuff still, like even when he's dead, Spider-Man just can't do his own thing. It's kind of fucking annoying. Like and there's even a moment in the film where like Spider-Man's at the back and Happy Hogan's like, hey, make your first suit, be yourself. And then they play AC/DC and like it's just a parody of the Iron Man scene and I'm like, come on. But I will say it is better than Black Panther. Definitely.
Yeah.
See, not for me, but like.
Oh, really?
They're both kind of average for me.
Ooh, okay. I'd put it above Black Panther personally.
If I had to go back and watch one, it would be Black Panther.
That's a good. I don't think I'd watch either. I
I
think
just
I'd,
like all the manipulation stuff with Beck, like
Oh,
Mysterio,
yeah.
and just like I think like the last 20 minutes.
I feel like it
I
didn't
just like
earn
it.
its ending.
The
in my
manipulation,
opinion.
man.
I love how we're talking about this film like it's bad, but it's gonna go through to the next round because I think me and you are both gonna vote for it, Joe, and yeah. So, but I mean, I don't think it's gonna get far because I'm gonna kind of get rid of it as soon as I can afterwards. But yeah,
I'll admit the glasses thing, like that point, is stupid. But
Yeah.
then if you kind of accept it, and then what happens as a result,
I just think there's a better way
cool,
to.
But
I think there's a better way to set up conflict between fucking Mysterio and Peter Parker. Like Mysterio doesn't even really care that much about Peter Parker. He's more, again, it's an Iron Man thing. He's pissed off about Iron Man. It's like, come on. But yeah, Black Panther. Sorry for anyone who loves it, but I don't give a shit. I just really, I just didn't care about the main character, and that's the biggest problem. Like, I'd love a film about Killmonger. I'd love a film just about Killmonger, but it's not about him, and it kind of disinterests me.
Sure.
Anyone? Yeah. So, anything else to say, or?
Just Black
No.
Panther. I always think about that terrible CGI when he flips over the car. That's all.
Oh, it looks awful. Yeah. All right.
His whole
Fuck you,
body
Black
like
Panther.
stretches, but yeah.
Sorry, Black Panther, you're gone. All right, and Far From Home is going to the next round. Cool. Ooh, this next one's interesting. Chris, you want to?
Okay, so hang on. Okay, yeah. Well, this is an easy one for me.
Easy to, yeah.
Ragnarok and Homecoming.
I
That's,
mean-
Thor and Spider-Man.
Yes. If you were living under a rock. Yeah, Ragnarok's better.
Ragnarok's got to be in my top 5.
Yeah, oh, definitely. I'm interested, Joe. How's this make you feel right now?
It is Ragnarok.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
But
I'm
it
pissed
makes
off
me,
that-
it makes me a bit sad. Like,
Yeah, I'm pissed off
I've got a
that
tear
Far From
streaming
Home's-
down my face right now.
I can hear the droplets. I'm gonna have to turn that down in the edit. I'm so pissed off that Far From Home's gone through and Homecoming's the one that's going. That's the luck of the draw, I guess. Ragnarok's just fucking so good.
Ragnarok's really good.
Ragnarok was kind of the first. No, I won't say the first actually, because Guardians feels very much like a James Gunn film. But it's one of those Marvel movies where it feels so like. It feels less like a Marvel formula film and more like a Taika Waititi film. Like it just has so much character and style.
The soundtrack.
Oh,
Yeah. I think Guardians, Ragnarok, and Winter Soldier for me are probably the 4 Marvel films that you don't have to like the genre to enjoy the film.
you only said 3 films there.
Right, both Guardians, Ragnarok.
Oh, you're saying both Guardians? Okay,
Yeah,
I was gonna say you don't know how to do maths.
That would be accurate.
But yeah, no, I could, I kind of, I think I'm more or less the same as you in in like the best ones. But it's just amazing. I don't, if you haven't seen it, which, how have you not? Fucking watch it, it's brilliant.
I do think there's actually some like not genuinely funny, but amusing parts to Ragnarok. But then there was also some parts where I was like, okay. But then are they going for the kind of like?
Well, I mean, Taika
I don't
Waititi's kind of, it's, New Zealand style comedy is a lot of kind of like, it plays on like awkward silences and stuff like that, and I think it really worked. I didn't think there was anything in there that didn't really land for me. I think all the jokes kind of, I thought they were really good. And yeah, I feel bad for Homecoming because it's a good film. It's good. I really love the Vulture stuff in it, like how he turns out to be the love interest, like dad.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that was actually a good.
Yeah, it was a genuinely amazing
good,
twist.
Reveal. Yeah.
I did not see that coming at all.
Yeah.
I went into it thinking it was just going to be, really average, and I was like, ugh. But then, I came out of it, and I was like, I was really fucking surprised. That was really good.
I think running up to the film, there was a bit of wariness, like in thinking whether it's going to be another, like, just a rehash of one of the other films. Because it was just like
'Cause
he's
there's
in
been
the
so
high
many
school
Spider-Man.
setting and whatever. But no, it's cool.
Yeah, man. Anything you want to say, Chris, before we move on?
Yeah, just with Homecoming, I think the backstory behind the villain was good, like with the Battle of New York and stuff, and like how that, like, they kind of forget about like civilians, how it affects like day-to-day life, and there was like picking up on that. And I think that's it's like a good twist, something you wouldn't think of.
It's a shame that his backstory is ruined by the fact that it messes up the entire fucking MCU timeline. Do you know about this?
No.
So after the flashback stuff where you see Michael Keaton getting like shut down so he can't make a living from cleaning up, New York.
Yeah.
It says 8 years later, even though the film's supposed to take place in 2016. Obviously, The Avengers is 2012.
Okay.
So it fucked up the entire MCU timeline. And I'm like, how did you get that wrong? Come on. Yeah, anyway, so we're all voting for Ragnarok, aren't we?
Yep.
Bye, Spider-Man Homecoming. You've been redlined. Thor Ragnarok.
Did you have to say redlined?
Yes, I did. Eliminated. There you go, people. Fucking hell. Another really easy one. Iron Man 2 versus Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. do we even fucking say anything? Guardians...
Iron Man, yeah.
I want to put this out there right now. I know I said Infinity War is my favourite Marvel movie, and by that I mean it's my favourite,
Marvel formula.
Yes, I'll say it's my favourite kind of comic book film, let's say. It's my favourite one that's makes me feel like if I'm in a superhero-y mood, I'll shove that film on. But my favourite film of all time, out of all the films in the world, is Guardians of the Galaxy 2. So I'm going to be fighting for this one with my life. But yeah, Guardians Volume 2 is emotional, it's funny, it's beautifully shot, it's acted really well, it's a great script, it's perfect. I fucking love it. Iron Man 2 sucks dick.
I think Iron Man 2 is underrated.
Oh, fucking hell.
I don't hate it as much as people do.
Exactly. That's what I mean by underrated, just because
Oh,
everyone
okay.
hates it, and I don't think it's terrible. It's not great, but I like watching it, I'm thinking yeah, okay, sure, yeah, it's alright.
Like the bit when he pisses in his Iron Man suit in front of people?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. What about the bit where they Ghostbusters at the end, where they cross the streams?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit dumb, but
It is, yeah.
Yeah, but Dan, why don't you like? It's got the bird,
Oh, bird.
Birdman.
I want my bird.
Yeah, man.
It's
that
got
should
Sam
put it up in
Rockwell
your estimation.
Sam Rockwell dancing in it. Okay, alright. Iron Man 2 doesn't suck dick. It sucks
Smaller dick. Maybe.
smaller dick that is less painful for it because it's not as bad as I remember. But it's still not good. And it's no
That's
Guardians
fair.
Volume 2. Come on, guys.
That is fair.
I know you guys prefer Guardians 1 for some
Yeah.
reason,
First
but...
sighting of Don Cheadle, our master.
Oh, yeah, don't you? Oh, Lord, our fucking saviour. Alright, Iron Man 2, you're eliminated. The best film ever made is going forwards. Sorry, I mean Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, if you are stupid. Here is... I'll tell you what, this is the first interesting one of the first bracket. Iron Man 3 versus Ant-Man. Huh.
I think both of you like Iron Man 3, don't you?
I like it. I don't know if Joe does.
I do like it.
See,
Oh, cool.
I see. I like both of them. I'd put both of these films. I think are kind of like 6, 7 out of 10s.
Yeah, I think I'd put Ant-Man as a 6 and maybe Iron Man as a 7. Iron Man 3, I should say, as a 7. Yeah. I mean, Iron Man 3 for me, I think, Joe, you love it for the same reason, because it's Shane Black, and we love Shane Black because he did The Nice Guys.
I don't know who that is.
Wait, I thought you knew about The Nice Guys. Hang on, haven't we spoken about The Nice Guys before? Oh, I've spoken to someone else about The Nice Guys that I thought was you. The Nice Guys is an incredible film. Go fucking see it if you haven't watched it. It's hilarious. But Iron Man 3 is one of those ones where I think people gave it a bad rap when it came out because they were like, this is an Iron Man 1, it's not Iron Man 2, it's still not as good as the first one, so no.
I think because it was coming off the back of the first Avengers as well, because
Exactly,
that was
yeah.
huge, and then...
But it's a really funny film. Like, there's some really good, funny lines in there.
I think it drives Iron Man's narrative, coming out of the Avengers quite well.
Yeah. Like he's got PTSD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the kid. I like it.
Yeah, he's good.
The kid. I don't usually like kid actors in
Yeah,
films,
yeah.
but he's cool.
He's the
cool
same
little kid with a potato gun, man.
He's the same kid that was in Jurassic World a couple years later, where he's less good. But yeah, no, that's the really funny line where he first meets Iron Man, and he's like, "Well, Dad left for cigarettes and a box of scratches, but that was 6 years ago, so I guess he won." And Iron Man's just like, "Yeah, Dad's leave. Stop being a pussy." I'm like, that's such a good joke.
Yeah.
I actually love it when he's in the restaurant and he has the panic attack, and he just rushes to his suit and it just catches him, and like he's just there like on the ground, like kneeling almost.
And once he
that's
crumbles
like the first
inside.
time he thinks he's been like poisoned or something, doesn't he? Because like
Yeah,
his suit,
yeah,
it
yeah,
says,
he-
like everything seems fine. But...
Yeah, like check my vitals and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then at the end where he kind of just the end, him like destroying all of his suits, it's kind of him moving on, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that
like
big
that.
final action sequence doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, that's the only letdown, is that the final action sequence is really shit. Do you remember when?
But cool suits, man.
Do you remember when Guy Pearce was like, "I am the Mandarin"? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, like the Mandarin,
Right, pipe down, buddy.
which he did, because then he gets hit by a pipe.
Yeah.
You just made a pun and you didn't even realize.
Yeah, man.
I guess we should talk about Ant-Man. I guess. I mean, it's gonna get eliminated, but you know.
Yeah, I'd give it the nod here, but only very slightly. Like, I'm not gonna argue it much.
Yeah, I mean, because let's just be clear. Me and you are voting for Iron Man 3, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, Ant-Man's been eliminated, but not as bad as people say.
It's not bad. Do people say it's bad?
People say the Marvel version of a bad film is a bland film. So I don't think people say it's bad. I just think people say it's really
it is
boring and kind of
it's somewhat
formulaic.
bland. Another, bald bad guy, I guess.
Yeah, he is bald. Yeah.
Um,
Who likes killing goats?
but I did like it because it's the first film where they're kind of stepping away from the main cast of the Avengers that everyone knows, and I quite like that.
Yeah. It is, and also Paul Rudd is just really charming. Like, I like Paul Rudd in things.
Yeah, Paul Rudd.
So that does help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I like it because I like his crew, like with the Mexican. I think he's funny. Obviously, I like Hank Pym a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also Anthony Mackie, isn't it?
Oh yeah, there's a short cameo with him in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a really good scene where he thinks he's trying to break in, and they have like the fight scene.
Yeah.
That is
I just
really good.
think with both of these films, actually, I just think the antagonists are weak.
Yeah, true.
I don't care for them.
All
but
right.
then the good guys, they're
Okay, we're gonna do a quick test for which one's blander. Okay, do you have any idea who the villain's name is from Iron Man 3? Don't say the Mandarin, that doesn't count. The main bad guy, Guy Pearce.
guy with huge glasses, but then gets sexy.
Yep, Guy Pearce. What's his name?
I actually
I
can't
don't
believe
know.
I don't know this.
You know what? I don't know either. I'm gonna Google it real quick. Bad guy.
It's just gonna be like
from
yeah.
Iron-
Aldridge Killian.
Aldrich Killian,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
it.
that guy.
All right. So that one might actually be blander because even I didn't know. Who's the villain from Ant-Man? I know this one.
It's
I couldn't tell you his actual name.
Yellow Jacket, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's his actual name?
how? What?
Do neither of you know?
Yeah, no, it is brought up because it's
Yeah.
the bald man.
Yeah.
Like,
His
bald
name's
guy.
his name's Darren Cross.
How do you?
I don't know. I know that one for some reason. Why do I know
Yeah.
Ant-Man's villain?
Yeah,
Aldrich
no,
Killian is more iconic.
Yeah, it is actually
him being
more
Darren
of a.
Cross is mentioned like a few times, but like not anywhere near as much.
Fucking Darren.
Yeah.
Fucking Darren. Big
He's feared
Dazza.
in all the land, Darren.
Bald Dazza.
All right,
I'd
we need
expect
to
to see
move.
him on like a building site or something. Not,
We need to move on. Yeah. So Ant-Man, sorry, you've been eliminated. Iron Man 3, you are going through. So we are now on to the second round, and things
Do
are
you want to
about to
explain
get
how this is working?
right. So because it's 23, it's really awkward to do elimination brackets for. So now those films that have gone through are now going against films that should have been in the first round on a traditional bracket, but they're technically in the second because of it being an uneven number. It'll all make sense. We'll explain it to you. Don't worry. So this is the second round, okay? So the first one up, this is going to be interesting. Iron Man against Captain America Civil War. As in the first Iron Man, I should point out to people.
Yeah, this is
Can I
quite
just
hard
say,
for me.
only one of these has Chris Evans in.
So sorry, Iron Man. This is really fucking hard. We were just talking about this, me and Joe, the other day. We were talking about how just Iron Man is so iconic and it still holds up.
I think, yeah,
So
and it
good.
kicked off the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily make it better. It makes it more important, but it doesn't make it better.
I think it's a better.
Yeah, but there's reasons for,
I think it's a better film in terms of. How do I explain this? Iron Man to me feels more like a traditional like film rather than an MCU film. I know that's weird because it's the one that started off the tropes, but it
Yeah,
feels.
But that's probably why, because he had to set everything.
Well, exactly. When I watch Civil War, I go, "This is an MCU film." When I watch Iron Man, I'm like, "Oh, this is a like." No, I think about who it's about in terms of character. Like, I think about Tony Stark more than just like superheroes. Like, if I think Civil War, I'm like, "Oh, Captain America and Iron Man going against each other." Whereas Iron Man, I'm like, it's a story about Tony Stark and like becoming Iron Man and like his character actually changing over time and stuff. Like, I don't know. This is hard. Oh, somebody else.
I will just say I'm just gonna say Iron Man.
Oh shit!
Right, Joe, for Iron Man, one of the reasons I can't take it as seriously is because the main villain looks like our secondary school like vice head.
That's a very good. That's a very good. That's a very great
Valid.
reference.
Exactly like him.
Valid point, Mike.
That's a very great reference for all ththese people listening who have no idea what you're on about.
Yeah. I was just saying that like.
Was Jeff Bridges your teacher? Dude, were you in like tech class and he went, "You can build this with a box of scraps"?
I will say Don Cheadle is not War Machine in this film, so
It's another guy.
I really like whoever it is.
Yeah,
yeah,
Terrence Howard.
Yes.
I'm gonna check that.
yeah,
Yeah, it is.
the banter.
Cool, yes, it
Banter's
is.
quite.
The banter is quite
between
cool.
the boys.
There's the strip club scene where there's like, they're not a strip club, they have like strippers on the plane, like on their private jet. He's like trying to make a very serious point to Tony, and then Tony just makes all the like air stewardesses turn into strippers, and I'm like, I guess that's what money could do.
Don't you think the whole sequence though, with when Obadiah Stane kind of poisons Tony and he has to crawl to his
it's so
thingy,
good.
like that's so good.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
it's just him realizing that there's a lot of
Such a
shit
good
that
film.
there's a lot of shit that you don't know has been happening.
Chris,
And
what
it just sparks the like at the end he's still a dickhead, yeah,
but he's less of a dickhead.
yeah,
I think
so that's the main thing.
At the end of the first one, it's more like a Bruce Wayne situation where he's a dick on purpose in the public eye, but I don't know.
And at the end where he's like, I am Iron Man. Yeah, sorry, I'll just say Iron Man for this.
Yeah, Chris, you need to tell me what you're voting for because I'm having a panic attack right now.
I think I'm gonna go Civil War. The both.
Shit, I knew you were gonna do that.
Yeah, to me, they're both good. Like, if Iron Man goes through, like, that's like 100% fine.
Yeah.
To me,
Oh,
I don't know,
God.
I'll just go back and watch Civil War a lot more because it's got more of the characters that.
I do watch
I
Civil War
like,
more.
Yeah, but
Oh.
I think I could put Iron Man on more just for like a comfort film as well. I think.
I see.
I don't know.
I'm with.
I feel
I'm
like
with
I'd have
Chris.
to. I feel like I'd have to. I don't know.
See,
I don't know.
I'm with Chris. Like I have watched Civil War more. Oh God, it's all down to
Also,
me.
But then again,
I think
I-
the villain in Civil War, Zemo, gets like underrated. Like, 'cause he's a
Oh, he's
normal
great.
bloke who like pulls all the strings. Not really like.
And
how
there's
it
the amazing
comes
bit at
together.
the
was
end
gonna
with
say-
there's the amazing bit at the end with Black Panther where like he stops him from killing himself, and like Black Panther like he finally realizes that like like vengeance is what's tearing the Avengers apart, and he like goes over. That's such a good. That was back when Black Panther was cool. I liked him.
Yeah, to be fair, I was going to say if we're on about sequences and scenes, then the obvious scene in the other obvious scene in Civil War, where Captain America and Iron Man are just slugging it out
Oh,
Yeah.
so
between
good.
each other. Even though I really hate the line where
I
it's
can do
cool,
this all
but
day.
yeah, I hate that. Like it's cool, yeah, you link,
it's such
you
a
know,
good-
it's a reference, but
But it's such
I
a good
don't like it at the same
reincorporation
time.
of it. Fuck, I don't know. Right, I have to make a decision. We have to move on. Fuck, you know what?
You know, I'm questioning it now, but I'll stay.
Bro,
with it.
I was genuinely gonna vote Iron Man, but literally, it's a good job. Well, I mean, it's a good job for Chris, I guess, that I was like, you got anything more to say? Because
I don't want to come on here and step on your toes.
no, but you fully convinced me. I'm gonna put Civil War through. I'm really sorry, Iron Man. Shit, bro.
I'm not mad.
I know you're not mad. I know. Jesus. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, but then yeah, fuck yeah.
Shit. I really didn't think I was gonna go for that. I really thought I was gonna put Iron Man through, but you changed my mind.
I thought you were too.
Damn. So the next one after that emotional thing.
Oh dear.
I hate you, Chris, so much. I knew this was gonna happen. Fucking Captain Marvel versus Age of Ultron.
Hey, hang on, can I just explain something here about the bracket? That
Yes.
From the first round that we did, each one film that has won is going against another that hasn't been in yet. But there was 2 films that hasn't been in at all, and these 2 are that.
Yeah, so this is the freshest bracket in the second round. I hate the fact that Age of Ultron's gonna go through. God damn it.
Yeah.
Do you wanna
Captain Marvel is just trash.
It's trash. I haven't seen it. That's how I know it's trash. And like, if anyone's gonna be like,
How could you say that?
right? Let me explain this. Okay. All right. I have been to see every single MCU film, pretty much opening weekend for nearly all of them. Captain Marvel is the first film that I saw the trailer for, and I said, I do not want to fucking see this.
I think the first half's actually decent.
Look,
I'd say that the first half is like a 7 out of 10. The second half is like a 3.
now I
Isn't
know
the first half mostly just her backstory?
It's kind of
the past.
it's kind of a backstory, and then you get like a young Nick Fury in.
like I've seen since it's come out. I still haven't seen the full film, but I've seen a lot of scenes, and none of those scenes interest me. I know what happens in the story, like I've read plot synopsises and all this stuff, and I just don't fucking care. So to me, even though it's a bit unfair that, I don't like it and I haven't even seen it, but to me, the fact that I don't want to see it and I've wanted to see every other MCU film, even the dull ones, that's a sign to me that it's shit. You know what I mean? But, Chris, do you want to quickly explain the Age of Ultron situation to people?
What, you mean my thoughts on it?
Well, just explain the dynamic between us here and...
Okay, so... Universally, Age of Ultron is the worst Avengers film, and it was hyped up so much, and it was not very good. But I think it's overhated, so I say it's underrated because everyone really hates it, and I don't think it's as bad as people say it is.
I think it deserves all the hate it gets.
But yeah, so let's vote.
Fuck you. Fine, Age of Ultron's going through. Fuck.
Yeah,
we don't even have to say it. Fuck you. You're going... Bro, it's going against Civil War next. It's out. It's fucking out.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Oh, this is going to be interesting. So, do you want to say what the next one is? Anyone want to take it?
Winter Soldier
versus
Captain America.
That's the one.
That's how it's read.
Yep.
Versus Marvel's The Avengers.
My vote's a very easy one here.
You know what? I thought it was going to be more complicated for me, but it's not.
Yeah, no.
It's not.
Winter Soldier.
It's the Winter Soldier. It is.
Yeah, I think the Winter Soldier is the best Marvel film.
That to me, that's like a bold statement. But
I just think it's a really, really good film.
Oh, it's a great film. Don't get me wrong; it's one of the best ones out there. But I don't think it's better than like a Guardians or a Ragnarok or even Infinity War. I think it's better than Civil War. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what more we need to say. The Winter Soldier's fantastic. It's a great... The fact that it's a spy movie is so cool. People forget now that...
It feels so much more gritty and, realistic.
People forget now that, everyone loves Captain America. People did not. As we could see in the first round, just that, goofy fucking outfit he had to wear in the Avengers alone, people didn't give a shit about Captain America. And the Winter Soldier was like that opening scene on the boat where he's just fucking snapping people's limbs with the shield and stuff like that. It's so...
Yeah.
The action is so visceral. It's one of my favorite action sequences in the history of fucking cinema. Is that highway... Yeah. But you know that highway fight scene?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's kind of like half MCU, kind of like half James Bond film.
Yeah, because it's a spy... whoever came up with that idea is a fucking genius. They were like, no one likes Captain America, let's do a fucking spy movie with him. And everyone was probably like, what? But it works so beautifully, I think, yeah, I mean, we're all voting for Winter Soldier, aren't we?
He
Yeah.
is.
All right. Sorry, bro, but
So Scarlett Johansson's really good in the film.
yeah, she's a lot better in this than she is in the Avengers. So I mean, that automatically puts it over. So Winter Soldier going through to the next round, well deserved. Okay, this is an easy one then. Thor, the first Thor. Thor First Thor is the official title. Versus Infinity War. I mean,
What's the general, like, not between us, but, like, public consensus regarding the first Thor? Because I think it's terrible.
I don't think people think it's terrible. I just think people don't really care.
I think it's bad.
I also think it's bad.
So,
So, all right, we're not going to discuss it because it's not worth discussing. But the one reason that Thor is going out, those blonde fucking eyebrows.
I'm surprised after Thor 1 and 2 that it got a third.
Yeah. No, definitely, I can definitely see that.
he's just not the Thor that everyone loves now, and it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know what they were trying to do with him, but
They were trying to dye his eyebrows.
Because he might, like, even in the film, like, his character's like, what, hundreds or thousands of years old or whatever, but he feels like a little kid.
Yeah, and like, there's only one good joke in the entire film, which is when he goes into the pet store and he's like, I need a horse, and he's like, we don't have horses, only dogs. Can you get me one of those large enough to ride?
Yeah, like I think the Thor that we're used to now is funny Thor.
Yes.
With, like, you know, he's got quips flying out of his ass, and
oh, literally.
Yeah, like, and
the camera
turns
on him.
And in the first Thor, he's just this like posh
twat
dickhead
with blonde fucking eyebrows.
I guess that's how we're supposed to feel.
It really upsets me, guy.
Also, his costume's trash.
Yeah, his costume. Whatever. And also, I don't really care about this weird small town in New Mexico that is always being filmed at a fucking Dutch angle. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care about I forget what his girlfriend's called. But...
Natalie Portman.
Yeah, but the
yeah, no, I mean Jane Foster.
Yeah,
even though she's going to be in the next Thor, she's back.
She does a pretty bad job.
Oh yeah, but that's just because Natalie Portman is dead after Star Wars. I don't think she's done anything good since then, in my opinion. Yeah. Anyway, fuck it. Infinity War is going through the next round because it's Infinity War. Yeah. All right, next one: Avengers Endgame versus Spider-Man: Far From Home. It's Endgame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, me and you, Chris, talked about how we're not big fans of Far From Home. It only went through in the last round because it was against Black Panther, so...
Yeah.
Far From Home, I think, is so good, but it is...
It's not better than Endgame, though. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Endgame is just... I don't even know if we need to say anything. Like, it's Endgame, you know what I mean?
I don't like Fat Thor, but I do like Fat Thor.
Yeah, I'm conflicted, yeah. It's like
I like his the emotional development of Fat Thor, but I don't like Fat Thor because he's fat. Sorry, guys, I'm fat shaming.
I'll say I agree with you. I like the emotional. You right there, buddy?
Thor plays Fortnite.
Yeah, they're expecting Fortnite to be popular in 2023, which it probably will be. Oh my god! Oh, sorry, I just knocked my microphone. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I mean,
I can't remember his name. What was his name? Or he said Noobmaster 69. For God's sake!
Listen, Noobmaster, I'm gonna shove my axe up your ass.
One of the screenwriters goes to his actually no, he wouldn't ask his child. He'd ask like some boomer-looking ass. Hey, what's a standard
gamer tag?
Gamer name. Ah yes,
Noobmaster 69.
Noobmaster 69 because 69 is funny word and noob. That's when they're bad at the game.
What was the first option? Sick 420. Like what were the ones that got turned down? Either way, we're getting off track. Yeah, it's Endgame. Endgame's going through, despite the Noobmaster 69. Somehow it's going through.
No, that was why it's gone through.
Oh, yeah, because of the inclusion of Fortnite. Oh shit, guys, this is a hard one.
Oh, this is actually a really hard one.
Shit! Yeah. Oh no, Chris, go on, you tell him.
Okay, so Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1
against
Thor Ragnarok.
Oh my god, that's hard.
See, I know what we'll pull through for Dan.
These are two of my top 5 MCU films are here.
Yep, same. Sorry, Joe, what were you saying? What?
I just think Guardians will win you over ultimately.
Who the fuck? Who's eating right now?
Oh, me, sorry.
It was like I was listening to Chris and I could just say nom 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 nom.
I forgot that it picks
We're
up everything
recording
very
a
easily.
podcast.
I'm eating salted. I'm eating salted peanuts. So, yeah.
Hey,
man.
want some now?
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy is going through. I already know, even though it's very close. But yeah,
Wait, hang on. Is that what you're voting for, Joe?
yeah.
Oh shit! It is.
But it's very close.
Yeah, it is. We will. All right.
Danny, you're putting Guardians through as well.
I think I have to.
He has to. It's against his.
It's against.
his
I have.
nature.
I have all the Guardians pop figures right next to me.
they're all staring at you like, Dan, you're...
They are actually all staring at me. I love the first Guardians, like, even though the thing is, I prefer, in air quotes, I prefer Volume 2, but that's not because the first one's bad. Like, I think the first one is great, and the second one is perfect. Like, that just fucking think about it. Like, before that, nobody fucking knew who Rocket Raccoon was, Groot, like, Starlet. Nobody knew who any of this... And now, Rocket Raccoon is, like, a household name. How fucking crazy is that?
I'm actually glad both of you voted Guardians, because I'd be sitting here for hours deciding which one to put through, because I genuinely don't know.
It's a shame, because, don't get me wrong, this is really hard. Like, I know we've immediately gone, like, Guardians, but... Thor Ragnarok is so goddamn close. Like,
for me, my answer would actually probably change on the day, like day by day.
oh, mine wouldn't actually, but
this like I said, this is my like third and fourth favorite MCU films.
I mean, for me, it's higher, but I mean, like, yeah, man, Ragnarok is just. I feel so bad letting it go, but it's again just that's what we randomized the draws, so. I'm sorry, Ragnarok. Which one would you have voted for then, just to give some people who love Ragnarok a glimmer of hope?
Yeah, I think I would have, as of like right now.
Yeah.
Would I? I don't know, man. Actually, no. If any given situation, I'd pick probably like Guardians over Ragnarok. Like 9 out of 10 times just to put on.
Yeah, I mean, it is more rewatchable, even though Ragnarok is really rewatchable. Like, Guardians is even more so, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Alright, it's sad to see it go,
Guardians.
but, I mean, we can't really be mad. Guardians is going through instead, so I mean, Alright, Guardians advances. Sorry, Ragnarok. Speaking of Guardians, the next one is Guardians Volume 2 versus Captain America, the first Avenger, the very first Captain America film.
I think we're unanimous again.
Yep, it's Volume 2.
But could I just put out some positive words for the first Avenger?
Yes.
Positive vibes.
Just before you do, Joe, what do you think about it?
Fucking Captain America's a pussy.
Okay.
But then big Chris.
You can stare at his beautiful eyes. I think it's okay. I think it's not talked about enough. But I know you want to talk about this, so I will let you talk about this.
So it gets a lot of hate, but I just really enjoy like most of the film. I like Peggy in it. I like his training scenes. I like him in the army. I like the army boss of the base. I like Dr. Erskine. I just like the way most of the film's done. I even like Red Skull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though Hugo Weaving hated doing it, I mean, you couldn't tell. He does a great job.
My problems with the film is that a lot of the action is rushed at the end in the last.
Yeah, it's like a weird montage, isn't it?
Yeah, and also like the fight sequences don't hold up to the MCU that's come after it.
Yes, definitely. I mean, even the Captain America films that have come out of it as well.
Yeah.
Also, what's the deal with that tank? I've been wanting to talk about this for fucking ages. Do you know what I'm on about?
The massive tank.
Why is the tank so huge? Why? It's like the size of a fucking house.
I don't know whether that was like intended or just like the perspective, like they shot like with a green screen or?
It's definitely on a green screen. It's definitely compositing.
So that's I don't know whether that was a mistake or they meant to be like, oh, this is a Hydra super tank. It's massive.
But like that thing could like it looks like it could fire out nukes, you know what I mean? Like it's huge. So yeah, overall not a bad film by any means. It's got problems, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
But it's
I
not
enjoyed
Guardians
more
Volume
than
2.
the average person.
I was gonna say you do. I did call him a pussy, but you do properly root for
Yeah,
him.
definitely.
But it's Captain America, for God's sake. He's a perfect man.
Yeah, I mean,
So much so it's annoying.
I feel like that first Well, no, I don't think it is. Like, I feel like that first Captain America film has been doing what Superman films have been trying to do for years. Like, trying to make somebody who is all good, who is just, like, the best person ever, actually likable. Like, I feel like it succeeds. Like, you know what I mean? But, I mean, yeah, either way, no matter what we say, it's not Guardians Volume 2, is it?
No.
So,
I think,
yeah. First Avenger, you're eliminated, I'm afraid. Guardians Volume 2 moves on.
yes.
Now, I know what's going to happen in this next bracket. And I want to just prepare myself before you guys shout at me. Because...
say
Yes,
who
your
it is.
cursor
Say-
hovers
Yes,
over.
yeah.
Let's say who it is.
Okay, so it's the final bracket of round 2. This is Doctor Strange going against Iron Man 3. And I'm just going to say Iron Man 3 by a fucking long shot.
Oh no!
And now you two can bully me. I don't like Doctor Strange, okay? I don't like it. Let's just get that out there, okay? I think it's boring. I think it's bland. I think the characters are shit. Benedict Cumberbatch's American accent is fucking shit. I think that I don't care about whoever the stupid villain is. The CGI is great. Don't get me wrong, it's great, but I don't care.
Okay, that's good, but you are wrong. So
God
let's
damn
vote
it.
through.
Cassilius.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
I stand by my previous statement.
I like Iron Man 3.
Yes.
But Doctor Strange is one of my favourites. It really is.
I know.
I know. Joe
I don't-
feels the same way.
I do, but
Oh my god. hang on.
I like Doctor Strange so much that I bought it on YouTube Movies.
Who the fuck buys YouTube movies?
Yeah, exactly, bro. I paid. Oh my god! I've just looked it up. I paid £14.
Oh my god.
On the 10th of May 2018, which is my birthday.
That was your birthday present for yourself.
Yeah, man.
Do you still have it on YouTube movies? Like,
Well, I bought it. I own it. It's the only movie I have on YouTube Movies.
That's more expensive than like a Blu-ray. Like, you could have got a physical disc.
But bro, it's HD.
So is Blu-ray. You fucking idiot.
Bro, it's in
man.
HD.
So I mean, yeah. I know.
I just like the character. I just like the character mainly.
The thing is, there's so
I
many
will
things
never
you could sit
understand,
here and
but-
say that's bullshit, and I'd be like, you're probably right. But, like,
Okay, that's
like,
bullshit.
Both villains, realistically.
Is there two? Oh, Dormammu's so fat. yeah.
Dormammu, the scene. The
I've come to
sequence.
bargain.
I've got the bargain.
How can you not like that, man?
Okay, that scene's fine. I'll give you that. Well, I already know what's gonna happen.
And
so
Wong is his name Wong, or is it
Oh,
Benedict
Wong's
Wong?
great.
Wong's
but-
cool.
No, what
Yeah,
Benedict
Wong plays
Benedict
Wong.
Wong plays
Oh
Wong.
right, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's
And
cool.
there's something seriously Wong about that. Hey,
Oh,
got him. Right, sorry. I'm not even a dad yet. So I guess we should vote.
Doctor Strange,
Doctor Strange.
get put in your place, Daniel.
Well, he's gonna get eliminated in the next round, so I don't care.
Oh,
I'll
don't
still
be
go
so
Doctor
sure.
Strange.
Don't be so
Oh
No.
yeah,
No.
yes.
No,
I don't know what's coming up again, so I haven't looked.
bro. If you actually, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Oh, I see what. Okay,
No, we'll get there. Fuck me.
okay, right.
But then it'd get knocked out by yeah.
All right,
let's
all right.
move
Let's
on.
not get ahead of ourselves. People have no idea what we're talking about. Right. So this is now the third round.
Yep.
Yep. So we're getting down. We're getting down and busy.
Well, this is the quarterfinal, so
Shit, it is. Yeah, that's how this works.
this one is the only easy choice, I think,
Of the whole thing. Yeah, I think you're right.
of like what's left. Yeah,
Yeah. So the first one is
Yeah.
Civil War versus Age of Ultron.
Civil War.
Yep. Civil War.
It's what Age of Ultron could have been.
What Age of Ultron should have been. All right, that was fucking easy. Right, you're gone. All right, Civil War advances to the semis. It's made it quite far, to be fair. What's
film,
next?
good film.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
So what have we got here?
have
That's easy.
The
Oh no,
Winter-
wait, is it?
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's. I know this is a
Oh, it is
confusing
easy.
graph.
No,
Sorry,
it
guys.
is easy.
The Winter Soldier versus Infinity War.
Okay, this is my number 1 and my number 2 favourite MCU films.
So what? It's Winter Soldier 1, Infinity War 2.
War 2. Yeah.
Winter Soldier's good,
Winter
but it's
Soldier's
not
great.
that. It's not that good. Like, also, Dan's already said Infinity War is his number 1, so it's already sorted.
Just gonna say,
I love how you're just like, hey, yeah, fucking.
Speedrun.
I mean, yeah. Sorry, Winter Soldier. I really, really, really love the Winter Soldier, but it's got to go. It's against Infinity War. I'm sorry. You would have voted Winter Soldier, wouldn't you?
me
Yeah.
every day of the week.
Is there actually a specific bad guy in Winter Soldier?
Yeah. There's
It's Hydra / Bucky Barnes.
it's
Yeah.
Bucky Barnes. It's the Winter Soldier and also Robert Redford, whatever his character is. He's really good
Alexander
in it.
Pierce.
Alexander Pierce. Yeah, he's really cool in it.
Arnim
Yeah,
Zola, is that? Or...
Oh, Zola's algorithm is the one like because they have the head.
Yeah.
He's the
it's,
computer that's alive.
Yeah.
Why did they give a computer a German accent? Whose job was that? The man gets German.
What do you have against German accents?
I've got nothing against German accents. I just mean, why did they built this incredibly complicated?
No, because it's the same guy who's in the first Avengers.
No, I know, but that's what I mean. Why did they give it his voice? Like, how long would that have taken when you could have just gave it Siri's voice? Hydra coming for you, bitch. Like, it's as simple as that. Anyway, Infinity War's going through. Sorry, Chris.
I mean, it's my second favourite MCU film or not.
So you can't exactly be...
annoyed.
All right, what's next? Ooh, this is actually easy for me. Avengers Endgame versus Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Ooh.
I know exactly what I'd pick, but
yeah,
I'm
me
going to
too.
wait for you two.
Joe, what are you? Easy or difficult?
Kind of difficult.
Oh, okay. I'll let you talk about it first because I think me and Joe are very... I mean, me and Chris are very... We're sure, aren't
Yes.
we? Yeah, so go on, Joe. Why are you conflicted?
I don't know.
No, the thing is, Endgame is by far the most important film. It means the most,
But...
but it's Guardians of the Galaxy.
It is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but it's not even like you can like judge them kind of as being similar movies because
Oh, no, they're completely
Guardians is more. It's more fun, whereas Endgame is.
But I look at it as... I think Guardians is a better film overall, because I kind of see Endgame as an event more than a film. Like, I would watch Guardians of the Galaxy a million times before I watch Endgame again, just because Endgame is so exhausting for me, like, in a good way.
Now that I know what's happened in Endgame, nothing makes me want to go back and like watch it again.
Yeah, like, it's weird, because you would think that would make it a bad film, but it's great. It's just that it's 3 hours, you know what I mean? Like, you don't watch all of the Lord of the Rings every week, you know what I mean? Like, it's like that. I mean, we would, but we don't. So yeah, I mean,
it's decided, but I'd reckon I'd go Guardians even.
Okay, so unanimous, cool. So Endgame.
Could I just pose a little
Yeah, of course, yeah.
experiment? So Guardians of the Galaxy beat out Ragnarok, but if
It did.
Ragnarok had won, would you have put that over Endgame as well? Because I
Yes.
think I would.
Yes, I would have too.
Yeah.
Joe?
Yeah.
Endgame just wasn't gonna have much luck. It's great. It's not as rewatchable as those, and to me that means a better film for me is a rewatchable film. Like, those are films I enjoy more. So fuck. All right, you guys could really fuck me over here. It's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, my favorite film of all time. I'm just going to make you feel guilty if you do this. Versus Doctor Strange. I shouldn't have been so mean to it in the first round. They could have been nice to me. I mean, for me, it's Guardians 2, obviously.
As I said before, that Ragnarok and Guardians were my third and fourth favourite. Volume 2 and Doctor Strange are probably my fifth and sixth, but I don't know which way round I'm putting them.
Ooh, so you're my white whale. You're the way that I could be saved.
Depends, Joe might go Volume 2. Might have just been having you on. We don't like saying.
I don't know, though, Joe. Have you been having me on? Because I know you prefer the first Guardians 2. Like, as in, you prefer the first Guardians over the second one.
Whichever wins this, I'm going to pick Guardians over it in the next round.
Well, this is the
Dan,
thing,
I don't understand you liking Guardians 2 over number 1.
It's my favourite film of all time.
Like, Guardians 2, I don't like Ego at all.
Oh, I
think he's rubbish.
Oh, I think
it's not that. I don't think he's that believable either.
I mean, believable. He's a giant planet. It's not about believability. It's just
no, but like him.
I just think I look at it more than just like. Even though I have no problem with his character because this is a wacky world where somebody's an entire planet. Like I think that's cool. Like just him as a like the fact that it's his dad and like that stuff in the end like. Where, fucking Yondu, where he may have been your father, but he wasn't your daddy. Like, I've cried at Guardians 2, okay? Let's just put it out there. I've cried.
Is Volume 2 the scene where Rocket, is in the trees,
yes.
jumping in the trees? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
great.
a good scene. I like that a lot.
There's so many great scenes in the second one. Like, I love it.
It's hard, though, because I can't actually pinpoint what I like about Doctor Strange. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just really like the character, Benedict Cumberbatch, and just as a whole. Like I can't pinpoint. It's not a particularly imaginative story or.
What do you go?
I just don't like Ego either.
I love Ego.
I don't think Ronan is a particularly great villain in.
Oh no, Ronan's not. The thing with the Guardians is for the first one, it doesn't really matter about the villain because the main characters are so compelling and like it's about them more than the villain. But the second one, like the main characters are still compelling, if not more, and then the villain for me is also just perfect. So like that's why I love it so much. Just everything about Guardians 2 works for me.
The stuff at the start of Guardians 2. With the gold people on the planet and the big monster. I don't care about that.
Oh, I think it's so good.
Yeah,
like the jokes from that where like all of their ships are like remote piloted, so it's like a big arcade, and they're watching the last guy chase them through the asteroid field, and they're like, "Come on, man!" And then he finally loses, and they're like, "You suck, Xylox." That's so funny.
I saw Volume 2 before. I saw Volume 1 because I went to see it in the cinema with Joe and Brad because I'd never seen the first one. But I was like, "Do you want to come?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then
which one are you on about?
Volume 2.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that might be a reason why you don't think it's
also
like as a follow-on. It's incredible.
Mantis, bro.
She's great. What do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't think she's very good in this film.
You are clapped.
I really like her use in Infinity War.
I think she's great.
Hey, shout out to the opening credits, scene thing.
Guardians 2.
Yeah.
That spawned 1 million YouTube videos. That just made that intro into every single show and movie ever.
So Dan's going Guardians Volume 2.
Obviously.
Joe, which way are you going?
I think I have to go with Doctor Strange just because I spent £14 on it on YouTube movies. So I'm going to go Doctor Strange.
So it's up to me.
Shit.
You hold all the power.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
All right, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Guardians.
Yes! Ooh. Yes, it's going to get eliminated in the next round, but I don't care. Oh, that makes me feel good in my heart. Thank you, Chris. You're my new favourite.
I do need to rewatch Guardians 2 because I have not watched it. I haven't watched it in ages.
It's the one I've watched the most with Thor Ragnarok, probably. So we're down to the semi-finals.
Yep, yeah, man.
Woo! So what is it?
We've got 2 Guardians films.
Yes, we do. Oh boy.
And 2. I was about to say 2 Avengers films, but
well, I mean, it basically is an Avengers film. Let's be honest. So yeah, the first semi-final is Civil War versus Infinity War.
Yep.
This is actually not hard for me. What? Actually, yeah, it's Infinity War.
This is really easy. Yeah.
Infinity War.
Shit, Infinity War's going to the Infinity War could win this. I think it probably will. It's probably pretty deserved. I mean, Jesus, that was easy. Infinity War goes to the final. Holy shit. I thought there was going to be a lot more discussion, but then I realized it was Civil War.
Is it actually going to be Endgame? Hold on, what went for it? Oh, it's going to be Guardian.
Well, here's the thing. So
Now
we've got
against Guardians 2.
And I'm accepting it. I know you both prefer the first one, okay?
Yeah.
In my heart of hearts, obviously, the second one is my favorite film of all time, but if it had to lose to any of the films here, the first Guardians, I'm okay with that, because it's still amazing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess you guys are both voting...
I mean, yeah, Volume 2 is very good, but this isn't a hard decision for me. It's Volume 1.
Yeah.
This isn't a hard decision for any of us, it's just I'm the opposite way for you two.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just glad it made it past Doctor Strange. Thank you. All right, the final. Holy shit.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, you're right.
Third place playoff.
Yes, we should do the losers bracket. You are correct, because there is a losers bracket on this. So it's Guardians 2 versus Civil War. Guardians 2 for me.
Yeah, same.
Yes.
But I do think that doesn't mean I think it's the third best film. It's just the way this has played out.
I know, believe me, this is... I mean, come on, if this had worked out for me, obviously Guardians 2 would be the winner, but you know...
But I mean, like, even, like, kind of like, as a, well, not unanimous, but as a majority decision, we're going to get to what we think, between us, is the best film. As an average
I mean,
of the three of us.
technically,
But-
if you're a fucking robot.
Yeah, but it won't be, like, the best, like, third and fourth, yeah.
Right, so Joe, I mean, obviously Guardians 2 is going to be top, but what do you think? Civil War or Guardians 2?
What's Civil War beaten?
It's beaten everything until this point, until
The Dark
Infinity War.
World,
Iron Man, Age of Ultron.
See, I don't think Civil War really deserves a place this far up.
I kind of
Because
agree with you, yeah. Especially because
compared-
Winter Soldier was eliminated in the fucking...
Yeah,
what,
Winter
the
Soldier,
third?
Ragnarok.
Yeah, yeah. This has turned out very strange.
I think
Doctor
Civil
Strange.
War is carried a lot by what it leads up to.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Guardians 2, man.
I just haven't watched Guardians 2. I'm just not gonna comment because it's.
I mean, it doesn't matter because, you know,
I haven't watched
whatever you say
Guardians
doesn't
2.
matter.
Like, I'm hating on Guardians 2 a bit. Not like I don't hate it, but I also just haven't watched it.
Despite what you just said, we're never going to be friends again. So third and fourth have been decided. It's third, Guardians Volume 2, and fourth, Civil War. So, the final then. This is interesting. Guardians 1 versus Infinity War.
Do you know how before we started this, I said to you two that I think I know which one's gonna win, like based on like general agreement between all of us.
Was this it?
One of them is here.
Well, I would have said Infinity War.
I also
Yeah,
probably would have
same.
said. Yeah, I
just
mean,
because. Oh, yeah.
it is. I mean, like I said, it's the best, in my opinion, the best MCU formula film. Like, fuck. I mean, I love Guardians 1, but I
It
do
wouldn't
actually.
surprise me if you said Guardians 1 here.
I know it is. I'm thinking about it.
But I'm going for Infinity War.
That does make sense. Joe, what about you?
See, you could play it in different ways because
Definitely.
if you take someone who's never watched any MCU and they just watch Guardians and Infinity War, then they're probably enjoying fucking Guardians more.
Oh yeah, if like they'd never seen anything.
Yeah, like you just don't know. Like what I said already, Infinity War is the culmination of everything else
Yeah,
almost. Even though it is like it's still a great film by itself.
Oh yeah, definitely. That is an
Yeah.
interesting way of looking at it. Yeah, because it depends on whether you're judging it on the best MCU film for like someone who's never seen them to see, or
Yeah, but
No,
then
'cause I feel like that's a different bracket.
That-
then,
that
'cause
is-
feel
yeah, I was
like
gonna
stuff-
say that is-
stuff
that
like
is
stuff like
definite-
Endgame wouldn't have been.
exactly that is definitely a
yeah,
different discussion.
because
That's the thing.
Just the fact that like that comes into the thing of it being important or just like I don't know, man. Because just the fact that they orchestrated everything to lead up to this, and it's still a good
impressive as
like
shit.
it, it hits.
It's
It
very
hits you.
impressive.
I mean, it's Infinity War, isn't it? But
I think it is Infinity War, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Guardians is great. It's great, but
oh yeah,
I do think Infinity War is definitely more rewatchable, and I also think Infinity War just has more going for it as a film overall. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the stakes are so high and it's so emotional at the end. Like, and the
also,
fact that
just like Thanos as a villain is
he's
like
perfect. Like,
incredible.
it spawns so many like fucking video essays that are just like if you look at Infinity War, like a load of people have talked about how it's actually the hero's journey, like the classic hero's journey film, but like from Thanos' perspective. And you're like, yeah, it really is. Like, it's way more complex than I think a lot of movie, like, you know, like snobby critics would ever give it credit for. But like, it's really complex and it has quite a lot of layers to it, more than just people punching. Like, the fact that he actually won is mind blowing. Like,
yeah, Thanos is actually so good. I mean, I hadn't really properly thought about him, but
he's incredible.
You can understand it. That's the thing.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
it's almost like you could be on the side of Thanos, and yeah, what he's like, it's just a matter of perspective. Because what he's saying is, you know, according to what we're told, it's true and it makes sense.
It's nothing like I look at it. It's
yeah.
nothing more crazy than something that like a Sheldon Cooper type character would say in like Big Bang Theory. You know what I mean? Like, it's a logical.
That's a compelling villain, right there.
Sheldon Cooper.
I'll tell you what's
Imagine
more.
Sheldon Cooper with an Infinity Gauntlet.
What's more of a villain is young Sheldon. A villain to my fucking life. But no, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that irrational of a thought to have.
I kind of think it is within the given parameters.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Like, there were
with this
so
you
many
can-
like.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's just so many like very like easy to spot logical flaws, but that's not why we watch films like this.
Yeah, and also I think like as well, it does a very good job of like. I think what part of the things like you had so many people like, oh well you can do anything with it, so why don't you? But the point isn't that he can do anything with it, and this is the first thing he's thought of. This is like his entire outlook. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's the thing. He doesn't. He doesn't want like the classic villain. Like he doesn't want ultimate power and to rule the galaxy. Yeah. Like, what does he do at the end of the film?
He just wants
retires to a farm.
Yeah.
Like, Infinity War is. Yeah, it deserves it. Yeah.
It is. You know what? Yeah, it is very deserving of this. So that's the official winner of our. What did I call this again? Marvel Movie Palooza. Yeah, get excited! This is gonna go down in history
well done.
Well done, yeah. Well done, guys.
Clap.
Well done, guys. You were all great. I'm sure that. In the future, you know, when The Rock is finally president, he's going to point to this day as the day that Marvel movies were properly and officially ranked.
This has put the world in order.
This isn't coronavirus gone. It's fucking gone. Go outside, lick somebody's eyeballs. You can now. It's fine.
So sorry, what were we saying is the worst film again? What were you guys saying?
The worst one, Incredible Hulk.
You think?
Out of all of them, yeah.
I think if I had to go back and pick one I would least like to watch, it'd probably be one of the first two Thors.
That's interesting.
Don't get me wrong. The Hulk is right up there.
But would you? Is part of your thing is that you probably haven't seen it or seen anything to do with it in a while? Like you're kind of interested.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. For me, it's like I've seen too much of it to ever go back. But I think
as an MCU film, I think probably Hulk. Like, if you think MCU, Hulk probably edges it out as the worst. But if you're just looking at
definitely
as like a film, I'd say Dark World.
Ooh, more than the first one?
Yeah, it's kind of inoffensive. Well, it's not really, but
I mean, by that logic, mine would be Captain Marvel, seeing as I've never wanted to watch it, and at some point I did want to watch the Incredible Hulk, but. It's between Incredible Hulk and Captain Marvel for me, but again, I haven't fully seen it, so I guess I'll give it the benefit of the doubt of I haven't fully seen it. So for me, Incredible Hulk is the worst one.
Yeah,
definitely.
sure.
So yeah,
Captain Marvel's definitely not worse than anything we just mentioned.
definitely. Well, I say definitely. I'll take your word for it because you've seen it. So yeah, Infinity War first. Guardians Volume 1 came second. Guardians Volume 2 came third. And Civil War came fourth, didn't it?
Uh-huh.
So just to finish this off now, because we have been going for about over an hour. That's quite nice. I'm going to end this with, seeing as Chris has mentioned this so much, what would you say your guys' top 5 Marvel films are then?
Oh, I hate stuff like this because I don't want to say favourites.
I like lists.
So, I mean, Chris, since you've mentioned yours so much, you go first.
I would have said mine, but Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Infinity War, Guardians Volume 1, Ragnarok, and then I put Volume 2 over Doctor Strange, didn't I? So,
Yes, you did.
there we go.
So you are now legally required to say it is fair. I'll give you some time to think, Joe, because I know you hate this. Mine would be I'm gonna
Just
go
do like top 5 no order if you wanted. Joe.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
I was gonna say mine in order would definitely be number 1 Guardians Volume 2, number 2 Infinity War. I'd say number 3 is probably Ragnarok. Number 4 would be Guardians 1. And then number 5 for me would probably have to be, I think, Winter Soldier. Yeah, I think Winter Soldier for me also makes the top 5. I'm just looking back through the list. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. Yeah, those would be my top 5 for sure. Joe, the moment
I would go Iron Man, Infinity War, Far From Home. Fuck. Yo, it's so hard.
You've only got 2 left.
You're not gonna have like. I feel like Doctor Strange has got to be on your list.
Yeah, as soon as you spent £14 on it.
Oh, did I not say Doctor Strange?
No, you haven't said Doctor Strange yet. That's 4 then. Doctor Strange is up there. You've got 1 left.
Damn.
Just say Guardians 1.
Or Ragnarok.
Or Ragnarok. You haven't said Ragnarok yet. These are going to be written on your tombstone.
Oh, I think it will. Hopefully.
Fuck me. What is it?
I don't know.
And that's the end of the show, guys. Thank you very much for listening.
Yeah.
My guests have been Joe, as per usual.
Okay.
Fuck me.
Okay, we're gonna go Iron Man,
Yes.
Infinity War,
Yes.
Doctor Strange,
Yes.
Far From Home,
Yes.
and
He's having a shit.
Guardians 1. Fuck it.
There we go. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round of
Yay.
applause.
Beep, beep,
Give him a
boop,
round of
boop.
applause. He fucking did it. So, yeah, that's the end of the show. My guests have been, as per usual, it's the man who can't decide anything.
Oh yeah, baby.
And our guest, our esteemed guest, sorry, I almost didn't say it. Chris.
Okay, man. Yep. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're always welcome back. As I said in the
Applause.
last episode, Chris is going to be dipping in and out of this show every now and then because we love him and he's always welcome. And he put
and
Guardians 2
bopping.
over Doctor Strange.
Sometimes you need a tiebreaker.
Sometimes you do need a tiebreaker. Sometimes I need someone to talk over the gap when Joe's thinking of his 5th favourite Marvel movie.
Hey, it's important.
It's a big decision.
Big decision. So, yeah, thank you very much for listening, guys. I've been Dan from Let's Talk About Some Shit, a YouTube channel that you can go check out. By the time this episode goes out, my first official video that isn't just this podcast will be up there. It is an analysis, an in-depth analysis about the character work in Umbrella Academy and why I love it so much. So please go and check that out. Yeah, thank you very much for listening. Bye, guys. Nobody else want to say bye?
What, still, or is it the time past?
It's still going.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.